Hi all, Graham here, and here is part 2 of last Friday night game at Farnborough War Games Club. Alex and Gordon trialling some house rules, and mostly they worked okay. There was one or two blips. Following part 1, or following this game I should say, we had a Zoom call which I bolted onto the end of part 1. Anyway, here's part 2. Do my dice get any better? Can I roll anything higher than a 4? In morale, let's see.
Okay, so the first game we decided in the end it was a winning draw to the Austrians, and I graciously conceded. I didn't want to embarrass Alex any more than what I did. So we've decided to start again. We've both moved everything once. Alex has come on there, and Gordon's over there, and the Jaegers are hiding behind the tree. This time they're very kindly armed with muskets instead of those carbines instead of rifles. Rifles have a 72-inch range, so half range is still 36 inches, and killing on a 4.5.
With rifles
deadly.
they hit on 4s,
Yeah.
but with carbines they hit on 5s.
So I've come on here. My Voltigeurs are in there. This time I've decided to deploy on the left-hand side. But let's see what happens.
He's picking on me.
I wouldn't say picking on you, Gordon, but revenge certainly is sweet, they say, isn't it?
We're playing a blue line infantry card.
Oh, blue line of infantry. That's very kind of you, Gordon. Thank you very much. There's no point faffing around this time.
We started again.
Yeah.
They were nearly all dead.
They were pretty all dead. Right, so that was their turn. They got a counter for that, didn't you?
Oh, yes.
So it's my turn. I've got 3 counters, and I'm going to play their morale card, so I get an additional counter. And can I have 3 more cards, please, Alex?
So
What have we got then?
we've got to do their morale card.
Yeah.
We're doing the same with you. We're using your morale card.
Okay, morale.
So we'll get another counter.
So it's my turn. I'm going to move my line infantry again, Alex.
Yeah.
Gordon. So, faint heart and all that sort
Good.
of shit.
Yeah. We don't mind that. Line, forward boys. Brilliant. Oh, look, this is going to be a different game, isn't it? Wow. This is going to be quite a different game. Suddenly we're being outmanoeuvred. Now the thing is, yeah, I need to. So, should we do that? Should we leave them as they are, or yeah? So we do that one, the line infantry. Yeah, they're going to do the line infantry.
Okay, so it's their line infantry.
And you can move yours as well. You can move forward still a little bit, I think, on that, if you wanted to.
My turn?
Yeah.
Right. I've got those 2, which are pretty decent. However, I'm going to spend 3 counters, and I'm going to move this unit like that.
Right. Our turn.
You can activate his officer and 1 officer. Forward boys, red
Forward, boys.
for your team.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll fire these.
Yes.
No, you can only fire 1 group.
That is one group.
Oh God, it is, isn't it? Shit.
They're Austrians. They have big groups.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this
I'll
cheese
have to
thing.
use the angled fire rule though, so I'll only be able to fire.
So you're going to get your front rank.
Well, you've got a couple of options here. With volley fire, you fire straight ahead. So even if these don't fire because of that, you can still hit all those 8 men, can't you? So you can fire on all those without any problem with volley fire.
So Gordon's going to fire over there with his front rank.
Or no, we're debating it. We might volley.
Oh, okay.
Before we do any more, Graham, do we want to forget the officer thing?
Yeah, let's forget it.
Yeah?
I don't think it worked.
Okay, so if you fire there with volley fire, all those 9 men, including the officer, could potentially get hit on noughts and ones. Even if you don't cause a casualty, they still have to do a test with volley fire. And
I think you should do that, and the officer, if you roll a 0 and a 1 for my officer, then you kill him. But it's a dedicated dice.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So you roll 9 dice.
9 dice.
Orange dice is the officer.
Hopefully Gordon is not as lucky this time as he was last time, but time will tell. Did he tread in something on the way in? Let's have a look.
Oh, do you want to? Oh, do it in that one. Sorry. Right. Oh, look, the officer's been hit.
No,
Orange dice.
it's a naught.
Noughts and ones. Are
Oh,
hits.
naughts and ones are hits, yeah.
So in fact, it's the only hit you've got, but it's the officer.
Kill the officer.
Tuck my shirt in.
Now,
Does that that's a morale test, isn't it? If you lose an officer.
the
is it?
unit has to do a morale test anyway, but at least it hasn't got an officer there anymore.
Right, I'll roll. I rolled a 4. So, this time, comprises of at least 6 figures. Yes, plus 1, 5, formed up, 7. Volley fire, 6. Receive shooting from a formed up unit, 5. So it's 5 by trained, is recoil or shaken. Well, I'm just going to go shaken.
Okay.
Because if I pass a morale test, they go straight off as normal.
Just got. I'm reading up on the rules now, Graham.
Oh God, he's got the rule book
Officer.
out.
If an officer should be removed as a casualty during a shooting attack, they can instead remove a single friendly figure within 2 inches, so your officer doesn't die,
Oh, good.
which makes a big difference. Instead of killing themselves,
And a plus
regardless of
1.
how many rolls to kill succeeded against them.
I was
unit
at
which
5
is-
before, wasn't I?
So
It's 6, still recoil or shaken. I needed 7 plus to have no effect, so I'm still shaken.
So what we should do though, is because he's a part of the unit that has to do a morale test, he should really test first, because he might not stay there, mightn't he? And then the unit tests.
Yeah.
So if you want to roll for him now to see whether that would have affected. I mean, he would have been all right, wouldn't he?
6, yeah. I rolled lower than that. So are they shaken then or not? They're not shaken, are they?
What do you roll for the unit?
You're on 5 for the unit.
So that's even better then, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
I think I'm shaken, Alex.
are you? Okay. So the unit is shaken,
Not the officer.
not the officer. Yeah.
Right, is it my turn?
I don't actually like that rule that you've got that the officer rolls separately. Because the idea that an officer would run away and the men would stay there is, if the officer runs away, all the men will go with him.
Yeah, well, the chances are, if the officer panics and runs away, the unit will run away with him, but they still roll separately. Yeah, you're not keen on that, no?
So you've got 2 fire markers there.
Anyway,
My turn, I've got 1 counter, I've got 2 cards. I'm going to spend 1 for your line infantry.
line.
Your line.
Line.
The fire marker off
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
one. then.
exactly. That's the right thing to do, Gordon.
Now, it's no good me shooting volley fire, because all I do is hit his officer. Nothing else. So that's no good. I think I'll just move up. Yeah, I'm going to expand my frontage though, and then I'll do a 2-inch move. It's our turn because you gave that to us, didn't
I
you?
did, yeah.
And did you get a token for that?
I did get a token, yeah.
Well, light infantry. You can move them up now.
Move them up and have 3 fresh cards.
Turn.
Your light infantry.
Oh, that's nice of him, isn't it?
Shoot them.
3 cards, please, Alex.
And they're just muskets.
They are carbines, which count as muskets. 5+ for firing up. 3 hits.
How many to kill?
Now you got
Four.
because they're so close. It's fours to kill.
Yeah.
1. Excuse me.
That's back to normal.
Fire
now.
marker.
That last game was a fluke.
Just 1, because they're only
I did take a morale test.
top guns.
I rolled a 3.
Not brilliant.
I am not rolling great dice here, to be fair. So, 3, officer 4. Do I get a minus for being shaken, Alex? I don't, do
Yes,
I?
you
Don't, do I?
just ignore the shaking bit. So you roll 3, officer 4. You're in formation, and you're a unit of 6. A unit of 6 is another 1, isn't it?
7.
7.
Recoil or shaken? Well, I'm already shaken. I'll stay shaken then.
Yeah.
Right.
So you gave that to us, which was very kind of you. So it's our turn. You want to reload them?
Or do you want to fire them?
Oh, well, I will
Oh,
do.
yeah, you do both, don't you?
Line infantry.
So it's Austrian line infantry.
"16-inch range for
Volley fire.
volley fire." Oh, look, I get some of them in as well, Graham.
Yeah, you get units behind as well.
I get 3 of those, I think.
Yep, okay. So you roll for all of those and 3 of those.
So,
Use the doodah.
officer.
Pop it in the middle, Alex.
So this unit first, officer, and the is the orange one. So noughts and ones. Nothing.
No.
You'll be pleased to hear. And then 3 men in the fire unit further back. 2, believe it or not. So they missed them and killed 2 of those.
Bizarre. So 2 off there.
Now
Morale
they-
test.
They have to do a morale test now.
Even though they didn't take any casualties.
Doesn't matter. Volley fire.
Volley fire. So morale test here.
Now, do we
For
do
that-
the officer? Are we still doing the officer first? Because he might run away. The unit will go with him. So his unit's been hit at with volley fire. So he must do it.
Officer first.
Officer first.
I rolled a 2. My dice
I
are
would change your dice if I were you, Craig.
officer 3. He's with the unit, and they're
Which is
formed
6
up.
strong. Yeah.
So
4.
5.
It's formed up 5, 6.
6 for trained.
Yeah.
They'll be shaken, carry on being shaken, won't it?
He's just shaken, yeah. And the unit behind Alex.
No, now you've got to do the
Oh
unit.
yeah. Oh yeah. A 4.
Well,
My
they're
highest
going
of
to
the
be okay.
day.
We know that, aren't we? Because-
So that's fine.
yeah. Now the officer behind.
The unit behind.
Unit behind. The officer first, though.
5.
Oh no, he didn't. He wasn't with him. It's just the.
It's just the
men,
first
isn't
3.
it?
So I rolled a 5. Officer 6. Formed up 8. At least
Unit of
6 figures
6,
9. They're fine.
They're fine.
They're fine.
Right, that's your turn.
It's my turn.
Oh, I've got 2 lots of.
So these are my cards. Spend my forward boys, and they're going to activate. So I've got down here, I've got an officer, and he's going to activate them to go forward 5 inches himself. Here, I've first of all got to do a morale roll for them because they're shaken.
No, because it was your light infantry move, didn't it?
It's forward boys.
So it was forward
Forward
boys.
boys.
Yeah.
So they've got to do a morale roll
Yeah.
before I do anything. 7, we go across the top of the table for rally numbers, and they're trained.
Yeah.
So I need 3 plus. So they are now.
5 plus.
Is it 5 plus? My eyes
Yes,
are very
5
good.
plus. Yeah. But they're going to be fine with that.
Right,
So
stand by.
all they do is they
Stand
can
by.
do another thing.
I'm going to. If I stay where I am, mind you, you fire there.
Well, these aren't. These are fully loaded now.
They're fully loaded. Well, in that case, I'm going to volley fire you there. So I'm going to get 8. 2, 4, 6, 8.
You've got to be.
Well, I was going. That's why I left him there. So I made my unit wider.
You can't do that though. You can't have 4 men in the front rank.
So you've just taken 2 dice off me.
No. So you can hit 6 men, I think.
Not 8. Right. 0s and 1s. I can see that's cocked. Just the 1.
Okay.
So it's a morale test. That's it. 5. That's what you call a morale roll. I'm not even. You don't even need to work it out, Alex.
We know that's fine.
And I've got 1 here, and they're going to move forward.
They could do volley fire, Graham, if you wanted.
I could do, couldn't I?
You'd only be hitting 3 men, mind you, but it would force another morale test. You probably don't want to do that, do you?
I don't want to do that. I need to move forward. So it's 4 inches, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like that.
Both of those units are down to 6.
Yeah, I know, Gordon. Very aware. Okay, that's my turn done. What would you like to do?
We would really prefer not to do anything.
Well, I like spend that
here.
and reload you, but it's not going to gain us much, is it, really? Or we do get a point back for using one of these.
Yeah.
We could let him do that, because he'll only reload, he'll do something with them, he'll probably shoot volley fire on you.
Yeah.
But it's only 6 men, he's only going to hit 6.
Yeah.
Do that one?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Your line infantry, Graham.
Load.
Yep. Do them anyway.
Right, okay, I'm going to charge you there.
Okay.
There.
That's worth doing, I think. And these ones are going to do what?
Well, didn't I not finish the melee first?
Yeah, all right then. Let's do that.
So they're going in with unloaded muskets. Suppose that matters.
Not really.
Well, we did an amendment, but none of them loaded anyway. They're all unloaded.
So
aren't
it's-
they? So it's not going to be.
So you roll per figure. So it's 6 figures plus the officer, and he's there, and I'll roll a separate dice. He'll be the white dice.
You've got 6 dice.
I've got an officer as well.
Okay, so you're hitting on 6s.
And my officer is hitting on.
Oh yeah, your officer is hitting on 5s.
So 6 is first. 6 is, and the white one is my officer.
But the officer missed.
3.
Looks like 3, yeah. Now this is the 3.
Yeah, 3.
This is the one time we do roll to save, because our defence value for skirmishers is 6s. So you roll 3 and you want 6s or over to save them. That's pretty good, really, isn't it? I think they've all been saved. So that was rather good.
now do
Now
I
you
try-
fight back with 6 men,
I've only got an aggression of 7.
and you're hitting on 7s, yeah, 7 plus.
So that wasn't very good.
None, is it? None, I can't see all the dice. A 1.
Is now.
So you roll to save, Graham.
So you've got 1.
Your voltigeurs have got a defence value of 6. He's rolling crap tonight, isn't he? Wait, I'm going to
So,
get new dice.
yeah.
So you lost a man, we lost nobody.
Because you received a charge, you do the morale test first.
Yeah, because we had a target. We've
Even
got to do a
though,
morale test,
even
yeah.
though, so you need to do a morale roll. He's rolled a 5.
Can't see that being a big problem.
You have no officer. You have 6 figures. So you're on 6.
There's no officer nearby, so it's 6.
You didn't take any casualties. You have suffered no casualties, it says. You get a +2.
We do.
So you're on 8. What are your guys?
They're skirmishers.
So 8 for skirmishers is no effect. You're right, no effect.
If you had run away there, he needn't have done a morale test. But you didn't run away, so now he has to do a test.
And he's rolled another 1.
If you have a game where you've got to roll 1s, Graham, I would use that dice.
Thank you.
Sorry, mate. You've rolled so many tonight.
So officer +2, 6 figures, +3, formed up
5.
5. Oh yeah, I'm 5. You're right. So 1, officer 2. I'm not formed up now because I can't be formed up because one I had a melee, Alex.
Yeah.
So I'm not formed up either.
No.
And also, you need to be formed up. You need 6 figures or more. So I lose that. So I'm on 1-1. Casualties suffered -1. So I'm on 0. Rout.
Flight.
No, rout. It says there.
No, 0 is flight.
0 or less. Oh, it's less than 0. Flight.
Flight. So they flee.
Opportunity on the officer.
I think you just need to start rolling more than 1 when it comes to do a morale test. Because
Do you think that's what I need to do?
You seem to have done them all night, isn't he?
Yeah. And they're still not loaded.
No. Okay.
Right.
They're going to shoot.
And they're going to shoot with 6 men straight ahead?
6 men.
Or
So it's
you're going to do volley fire?
volley fire.
Volley fire.
So roll 6 targets,
6 of those.
0s and 1s. So you're firing from there to there. 0s and 1s. Is that where I need low dice, Alex?
Yeah.
Yes.
And yeah, this is when you need low dice. And also it is officers within, so you roll another one for the officer as well. Because he is within range of the...
No.
Nothing.
Nothing. But you do a morale test.
We do a morale test, yeah.
4. That's fine.
Yes, it was we gave him the option there, didn't we?
Infantry here. So these are going to move up, Alex.
I need 4 to activate them.
These are going to move up.
5-inch move, yeah.
That. And they're going to fire. Are they within 12?
Firing through the wood.
Well, they're on the edge of the wood.
They're on the edge of the wood. So if they're firing through more than 3 inches, then they get a minus.
Oh, sorry, yeah, he moved those, he's firing the other one.
Yeah.
fine.
But these ones, there's only one they're not within 12.
Okay.
So they're not. So I've got 6.
So
2,
you're shooting
4,
it on 6s,
6.
aren't you?
Yeah, but you're formed up.
-1 for being formed up more than 12 inches. Only -1, not -2.
Yeah.
So you're hitting on 7s, yeah?
7's needed. And I've got sharpshooters.
Oh, yeah. 1,
2, 3.
2.
3.
Yeah, and roll another one.
Was that an 8?
No. 3, yeah.
Yes, a 6. Did I say 6s? 7s. 7s. So it's 3.
Yeah.
3 to kill on a.
Because they're over half range.
They're 6s.
It's 6s.
1. So I've actually killed an Austrian. So now you do a morale roll, Alex. 9. I don't think there's any doubt in that.
That's how you should roll, Graham.
Yeah, thank you for that, Alex.
Not 1s.
That helps me a lot.
You sure it's a D10 you've got there you're rolling for your morale, are you?
4, I reckon.
I haven't rolled higher than 4 all night. I will have a look later at the stats.
I should have counted. We'll have to look how many 1s you roll for morale tonight.
Well, we'll
I think
see.
you rolled about 5.
Right,
4 or
okay.
It's our turn.
Yeah.
You're light infantry again. All right.
My light infantry. They fired, so they've got a fire marker. Them, there's no point, I've got to move them up.
You're going to have to move them up because you're going to be blocking yourself, aren't you?
Now reload.
We got 3 more cards. The clock card come out, the second one. And now the third one's come out as well.
So it's
we're
end of turn.
halfway-
Do you want me to
that's the
do that?
first.
Get it, I'll shuffle them. I'll shuffle. One more card. So I've got... Or...
You've got a red card, haven't you?
You're a mind reader, aren't you? It's one of your many skills, Alex, mind reading.
Sorry.
You might be wrong.
Sorry, Graham. I know the look on your face, that's all.
I'm going to spend 2 counters. I'm going to try and rally them. Or do something with them. They're in flight. Morale test. I've rolled an 8.
They'll be fine with that.
Yeah. So the flight marker comes off, but I don't do anything else, do I?
No, well, you can form up where face whichever way you like.
Yeah, I will do, yeah.
Form up on the spot. We've just done it. We've reloaded that man.
Why wouldn't you?
It's your turn.
So I've got 1 counter.
And a red card.
Amazing your powers of telepathy. Indeed, your light infantry that you've just loaded.
Oh, well, they'll fire again.
Gordon is warming to these rules, I feel.
No, you just at a point of
They're
interest.
not formed, are they? Because there's only 5 of them.
You got?
You can't be a formation unless you've got 6 men. You've only got 5 there.
No, I'm not formed up then, am I? I'm unformed.
There are 5s to hit.
I ordered some. So what are you doing?
We're shooting at you.
Who with?
All 6 of those.
Can you shoot so close? Is there a minimum range?
No.
No.
Oh, desperate that was.
Blooming rockets.
Okay.
And we're hitting on 5s. But you are, you know, you can't be in extended order because we've said this.
No, indeed.
So it's 5s. That don't count, that don't count. 1, only 2.
2.
2 to kill.
2 to kill. Then we're hitting on
4s.
killing on 4s. Yeah. 2
How many
hits.
did you miss with Gordon? Gordon doesn't miss. Gordon should go home and buy a lottery ticket tonight, I think.
So another 2 of them.
Yeah.
Kerfuffles.
I rolled a 5. Officer 6, and that's as good as it gets.
You've lost 5.
No, I've lost 2 this turn.
Oh, 2 this turn.
But you need 3
The
to
unit
get
is
them.
not an officer, but is comprised of 3 figures or less. That's -3.
So it's down to 2, isn't it? So I've got an officer.
You've got an officer back up to 3 then.
Officer 3. So it's 5 -2. Is it -2 for 3 figures or less? It's -3, Alex.
Yeah.
So I'm on 3 at the moment.
3.
3, that's all I've got.
Yeah.
3 for trained is recoil and shaken. I don't get a choice on that one,
Could be
Gordon.
worse. In fact, you want to recoil anyway. You want to get away from things, don't you?
4 inches.
Yeah, they're just dying there.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. So.
And shook.
Right, what are we doing?
It's your turn.
Okay, so I'm going to spend my light infantry. They're going to shoot there.
Yeah.
So my voltigeurs, I've got 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So.
Okay, so I fired there and there.
Yeah.
I killed 2, didn't I? 1 or 2? 2?
2. Yeah.
2 there. Alex did a morale test, and needless to say, he laughed in my face.
Because they're still a big unit, of course.
Yeah,
It gets
I know,
to
it's gonna be-
+2 for being the size it is, and another 2 for being in formation,
Yeah.
and an officer, so it's +5. So
Right then, so that was me, so now it's your turn.
it's our turn.
I'm not going to buy a lottery ticket on the way home. Gordon is.
I have never seen so many ones.
Game 2. Game 2, Al.
D10.
better. Even better.
We are going to a volley fire onto that unit.
And that unit, because they're within 16.
Yeah.
Anything within 16 has to do a test.
Okay.
So
But the officer doesn't.
That's a relief. Right. Okay, Gordon.
So I've got 6 on
Do
this
those
unit,
first, yeah.
6 on that unit.
And the officer as well, isn't he?
Yeah, you can
So you
have
need
the
a different coloured
orange
dice.
one for the officer.
The orange one seems to be doing well.
So noughts and ones. Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Hoo-ha. Gordon's burnt out.
And then the 3 men at the back need
3 men
could possibly take
caught in the overflow.
Yeah.
No.
No,
Nothing.
but 2 morale tests to do.
Morale test with these guys here. Rolled a 5. Officer 6. Formed up, they're going to be fine.
They're all right.
This one's going to be a problem because they are 3 figures. I rolled a 9.
There won't be a problem with a 9, will they?
I don't think so. I think that's good.
They're fine with that.
Okay.
So that was our. We use 4 of those to do that.
Thank you.
Shall we go? Oh,
My turn. So I've got 2 counters and I've got these 2 bad boys. Everything seems to be a bit of a mess at the moment. I'm going to on my line infantry. So they've got to do a morale test straight away.
Get them out of shaking.
Hopefully. 0, not with a 0 I won't. That's the lowest you can
that's
roll.
worse than 1.
It's worse than 1, yes. So I think they rout with that.
Your officers there.
Okay, so I'm -3 though, aren't I?
Yeah, they're going to rout.
So these are routed.
Yeah.
What for me to look at?
My pleasure, Al. My pleasure. These are going to.
Painted.
Oh, they are superbly painted. It's a shame they're not very good.
Yeah, rested, and this unit at the back will come this way like that. He's going to move back to there.
Take your pick. Both the same.
You're light infantry, Graham.
Well, my light infantry,
Yeah.
well, they're going to reload.
All right. Your turn.
My turn, I've got 1 card and 2 counters. I'm going to play my light infantry. And they're going to fire there and there.
Okay.
So, I seem to be lasting a little bit longer, but not in a very great way.
Hitting on 6s.
6 there for the near ones. Take him out. Take him out. 4 hits. 4 to kill. 4 to kill. 1, 2. That's a 0. 2 dead.
2 dead.
2 dead. There's a morale test.
Six.
I thought that was a 0 for a moment there.
No. 6. Officer 7. Formed up.
Yeah, it's fine. Other unit.
8, 9. Yeah, they're fine still.
So this time 6s again, but be 6s to kill. 1.
It'll be 7s now because they're over half.
Yeah, oh
range.
sorry, 7s. Yes, you're right. 1, 2. Just the 2 and 6s to kill. 1.
We'll do another test, yeah.
2.
2. Officer 3. Unit of 10 or more. 4, 5. Formed up 6, 7.
So you rolled a 2.
I rolled a 2. Yeah, yeah. Well, it's a big unit. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
No effect.
So you rolled a 2 and it does nothing. I rolled a 2 and my unit vaporises. Just saying.
Big units.
Cheesy.
Cheesy. No, it's Austrians. They're big units.
Right.
bad news is
Yeah, go on, we'll let him do that. You're light infantry.
My line.
Light.
Reload.
You're doing damage with them,
Now,
slowly but surely.
and we need 3 new cards. Oh, bloody hell.
2. Oh, sugar.
about time something went my way.
But the good thing is we're going to get more things these in a minute.
Oh, that's
anyway,
good
it's
news.
your turn, I think, isn't it? Or was it? That was.
I need cards as well, Alex. I need
Yeah,
three
we
cards.
gave you that card, so
So
it's
I
your
need
turn.
I need 3 cards as well. Clock. So these are my 3 cards. Not too bad, is it? Not too shabby. Right, I'm going to spend 2 counters, and I'm going to shoot there to there again. Actually, no, thinking about it. What's the range for volley fire? 16? I'm in range. I'm going to volley fire you there.
Okay, so you got 8.
8?
You can hit 8 there because you're
I'm
third
in line,
aren't you? And the officer. So you're going to hit 9 men there.
Oops. Oopsie. And the white dice is the officer. 0s and 1s needed.
How many?
Shall I round it up?
Oh, nothing. I've got to do a test though.
He's rolled 2.
2.
You're going to
Officer
tell me that's
3.
all right. It's
Unit
volley
of
fire.
10.
It's volley fire this
Yeah,
time.
10, 4, 5. In formation, 6, 7. But they lose -2 for volley fire, down to 5.
What are they?
They're recoil or shaken. So I'm going to do shaken.
Okay. That was me.
It's our turn, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're doing.
So what are you doing?
Firing lights onto there.
You're firing your lights into these guys.
They're hitting on 5s.
Two, 3.
3. And then they convert to a kill on 4s.
I've been forgetting my sharpshooters rule as well with those guys when they've been shooting. 1.
One deck.
Yeah.
Pop it back. Morale
Oh,
test.
sorry.
9.
No problem with that, is it?
But they are not.
They're not in formation.
No, they're not.
anymore. So their morale has gone quite a bit now.
It's my turn, isn't it? What have we got? Did they just fire?
They did. Sorry, they should have a fire marker, shouldn't they?
I'm going to let them reload. So that's your light infantry reload.
Getting our own back.
Okay.
And now we've got
So
to
we've
play
got
one
to
of
do one of these, yeah. Well, why don't we throw away that one?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't do anything. Your morale card.
Does less harm than anything else.
I'm going to play your line.
My line. Okay. So I've got to try and rally them.
So I've got 2 counters now.
I'll just take a fire marker off of these.
Yeah.
8.
So they rally, and they can do another thing. I'll actually take a fire marker off.
Okay.
Okay.
My turn.
Your turn.
I'm going to spend 2 tokens. And I'm going to fire there into there again.
You're certainly doing your best to
Or tried to.
push them back.
6s. 1, 2. No 0s. 4s needed. 1.
He's nibbling them away.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're still all right, aren't they? Yeah. They're still fine.
Okay. Is it my turn? No, I just played two cards, so it's your turn. Two counters.
Well, we don't really have any choice. So your line infantry.
Right. Okay. Reload them. I'm going to move them 4 inches this way.
You could go into the wood there, couldn't you?
I could do. I'll go 3 inches.
It means you'll get much better cover.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll go 3 inches into the wood.
Yeah.
That was about 3 inches there, so yeah. So you did that to me. Is that right?
Yeah.
I'll spend my last card. Your light infantry. I get 3 cards.
Our
1,
light infantry.
2, 3, and I get a token as well.
Yeah, they can shoot at those, can't they?
Over half range.
Oh, right, are they? Yes.
You insisted on making.
Well, they're over 12 inches. They're 12 inches, so you'll be firing at 5s. It's when you go to kill, you're only killing on 6s rather than 4s.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Is it worth a try? It's no good fighting at them. They're going to get -2 for being in cover. Yeah, the better target.
Yeah, the only worthwhile target he's got left.
Yeah, go.
So what are you doing, Gordon? You're shooting your
Firing there.
into there.
So they're over. They don't lose anything yet because they're not. They're within 12, so they're still hitting on the basic 5+, which is pretty good. You've got 4 hits.
Yeah.
But the only thing is, it's over half range for a carbine. When the carbine's only got a 16-inch range, so if it's more than 8 inches, which it is, it's now hitting on. It's killing on 6s, not 4s. 2
die.
Yeah, that was worth doing.
It was worth doing, mate. Yeah, definitely. Fire marker back. You're whittling him down.
8.
Yeah, they're
That'll
all
be
right.
fine.
Yep. My turn.
Yeah.
What have I got? I'm going to play my forward boys,
Okay.
which would be load them.
Yeah.
He's going to load them. Actually,
Yeah.
no, or yeah, load them.
Yeah.
Russell, crinkle. And here,
Load
I'm
them as
going
well.
to load them as well.
Just reloading them.
Yeah.
And hold it back. Yeah, we're spending those to reload. You'll go.
Your line.
Our line. Okay, so I'll reload those, and you'll reload those. We're done.
I'm going to spend 2 tokens, and they're going to fire there again.
No, you've just.
You just gave us a
Oh, did I? Oh,
Yes,
sorry.
you did. Yeah.
I beg your pardon.
It's our turn, but we're going to do.
Yes,
you
you're
can do
right.
your line infantry now.
My line.
Yes.
They're going to fire there,
Okay.
or that way, more importantly, so they're not within 3 inches.
Yeah.
So how many have I got there in my unit? 5, isn't it?
5.
Yeah.
None of them firing through more than 3 inches, are they?
No, they're not, because they're going diagonally.
fire at this end.
4, 5,
So you normally fire on
6, isn't it?
Yeah, 6s.
But
Yeah.
I'm within 12, so there's no minuses. 6 is needed. 1, 2. And I need 4s to kill.
Yeah.
Nothing. Dang.
You don't roll like you, Gordon, did you?
Them, I don't fire like him, no. 16 inches, I'm going to volley fire again. So I assume you're at a slight angle there, Alex. Do I get more?
You should, unless you are firing at an acute angle, you should get the same depth as you are. So it should be 6 men, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
You'd have to be over here to get more ranks, I think.
All right, okay, so 6 then. So I've got 6, 2, 4, 6. needing zeros and ones. Zeros and ones. Oh, that's a 0, by the way. 3.
For longer in formation. That could be quite crucial, actually. I've got a roll for my morale. 7. Officer 8.
You're
Well,
not formed up, you're not 6
didn't
inches. So it's you're -1, -1. So you're down to 6.
Yes,
And you lost 3 figures.
yes.
So that is
Minus
Minus-
2 down to 4, then, isn't it? 4? Recoil or shaken?
yeah.
Shaken.
It's my turn.
Should we have got another one of those?
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to spend 2 tokens, and they're going to fire into those again with the light infantry. There. 2, 4, 6. Needing 6s. 6s or 5s?
Yes.
What do you mean, yes? 1, 2, 3.
4, I can see.
4, 4, yeah, 4. They come out. To kill on a 4. 1, 2 dead.
Winning them away there.
I'm not looking for the zeros, actually. It's my bad. Morale roll?
You didn't roll any zeros anyway, did you?
No, I know, but I have missed a load in the game, I think.
I don't think you've been rolling any, mate. 6.
6. Might be a little bit more interesting.
Officer 7. But this unit, of 3 figures or less, so it's down -3, so it's down to 4. And 4 is to stay shaken, yeah. Trained unit. You see what I mean about, Struth, right. So that's another, so we get 2 more cards, then we do a reshuffle.
Another end of turn, is it? Yeah. Wow.
You see what I mean about officers? If you don't have something, an officer can never die.
No,
It seems odd, doesn't it?
I think the way you were trying to do it at the beginning, which is the same as how sharp practice does it, is the way to go.
Yeah, I
Say
think,
that if the officer's at risk,
yes, he should roll.
he rolls to see whether it's him instead of one of the...
Yeah,
But that's only in melee. When you're shot at in an officer, if you're not attached to the unit, then you've got him close by. He doesn't. If he shoots for the unit, then there's an opportunity
yeah,
on
but
him.
what I'm saying is a unit at the moment, if we're doing the rules as they are, the officer never dies from shooting. And that's where I think it's a bit odd. Because there ought to be a chance an officer would, in fact, he would be targeted, wouldn't he, really, because he's an officer. So that's why I tried to do that thing where if you roll below it, now in there, you would have to have rolled 0s or 1s to have killed him, which is, it's just that early on when you had 4 losses, there's a 40% chance of the officer dying then.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the idea of that, and maybe just doing it on one game. What should we do, mate? You could swing these round and next turn do a volley fire, because they don't get cover for volley fire, so they would be in deep trouble. But at the moment you can't do volley fire because you're only going to hit 1 or 2 men. If we've got our line infantry, yes we have.
So you're playing line infantry.
Yeah, we are.
Your line infantry. They're wheeling the Death Star to my poor old guys in the woods there. Oh dear.
In fact, if you're a little bit gamey, you could do that, because knowing that they're going to get all those in, and some of these might hit those if they're within 16 inches. So
That is gamey, isn't it?
no, it is. I'm just pointing it out. I'll leave them as they are now, because that's what he did. But with volley fire, anything within 16 inches straight ahead, it's worth getting 2 or 3 units in, if you can. Right, these guys have got to try and rally.
Roll a dice. 9. Just the 9, Alex.
Yeah, and they're going to go into this wood.
Never to be seen again.
Yeah, they're not going to do much, are they? So there's no point in me leaving them in the open. It's your turn.
I've got 1 card left. And it is your light infantry.
Light infantry.
Yeah, 3
Oh,
cards.
well, I suppose they'll have to have another
Have another pop at them.
have another pop at them. Yeah.
So I've got.
Oh, there's been umpteen clock cards paid now.
This should be the last go, I think.
I think it should be, yeah.
Yeah. Once we've gone through this lot, the game's over.
Yeah.
Right, so I've got 6 light infantrymen firing at them.
So you're hitting on 5s. Ugh. 1.
As they say in
And
France, I think.
You're killing on 6s. Yes, you've got 1.
That's a 7.
Oh, that's handy. It makes him less than 6 men now. So that was worth doing.
Means I can't volley fire you anymore.
Thank goodness for that.
Right, got them
They've lost their.
knockerated.
Yeah, slightly, isn't it? Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. My turn.
Yeah.
So, my forward boys. He's going to get them to move.
Yeah, I would.
He's not going to stay there. Can you fire straight through those woods?
Yes, you can.
So
yes.
even though I'm back here, you can still get me through the entire wood.
because this is interesting because it was a question on one of the forums.
How fast do I move?
Because we can't see you, we can't fire at you.
How fast do I move? 3 inches, isn't it?
Yeah, they're a bit slow in there, aren't they? I think you should go out to turn. I think because we can't see you, we can't shoot at something we can't see.
You tell me.
The only thing they came at because they fired at a unit that was here, but because they fired, although you can't see them, they could still cause casualties. But I don't think you can target someone if you can't see them. If you're behind the wood,
If you can't see,
Do you not have to?
No.
Do you not need to roll to see if you can see them? Because there are rules for sighting, isn't
yes,
there?
we can do, and I'm sure we won't be able to see them.
You won't be able to see them.
So I would go the other side of that wood if I were you to get out.
There are rules for sighting, which I find quite complicated.
We haven't been doing it because we have been able to see each other, but in a minute we'll see if they can see them or not. And it might be they still can. But
These are going to move as well.
we've won again.
I think the French have had enough. They're falling back in disorder,
Yeah.
aren't they?
They've inflicted quite a lot of casualties.
Yeah, I've taken a lot of casualties over here. Look at that. Oh yeah,
And-
one of those is yours, isn't it?
Forward boys, Alex is going to reload them.
Yeah.
Actually, why bother? Don't need to worry now, do I? I'll shoot here. I want to shoot with them. 17, 18 inches.
Okay.
Pop those back on there.
So they normally hit on 6s, don't they? And it becomes 7s because of the range.
Yeah, 7s. 2, 4, 6. 7s. 1, 1,
1.
1.
And it's a hit on 6s, a kill on 6s.
Yeah, nothing. That's it.
So I think that works quite well because at long range they are harder to kill, and even skirmishers aren't that effective until they get really close. Rifles are real killers, but since they've been converted to carbines, they're much less effective, aren't they?
What are you going to do then?
Oh, it's our turn, is it? Okay, so we're going to do... Do you want to do forward, boys? And we can see whether you can see them or not. If you can see them, you can shoot at them.
Yeah.
It's either that or the light infantry. No, so do that. Now let's see whether we can see them, Graham.
So we're going to do the sighting rules.
Yeah.
Show Gordon the sighting rules.
Spotting table. Right, there's no smoke marker, no
These are the sighting
mountain,
rules along here.
artillery, line of sight cover behind an obstacle offering a light cover, no. In an area of dense or solid cover or behind an obstacle offering dense or solid cover. Yeah, so that's minus 4 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're down to 18 inches at the moment. Has the scout or native trait. This is the unit that's to be spotted. No, it hasn't. It's not got any hidden markers. Right, now we're doing the terrain. For each obstacle, like a low wall, for every complete 6 inch, for every complete 3 inches of dense cover. So there's at least a 3 inch.
Even,
Well, you see, you could argue you can see the officer, couldn't you?
it's 3 inches basically. It's more than 3 inches. And for a lot of them it's 6 inches, but for some of them it's only 3 inches.
You see, that's the extra bit. If for every 3 inches of dense cover, but has he got 3 inches there or not? Can we see the officer? Or is that being, if you'd known that, you would have moved his officer over there, wouldn't they? So I think they still get the 3 inches.
Yeah.
So it's another minus 2. So it's an 8-inch range. Are they within 8 inches?
No.
Ooh, they're just out. So no, they can't see them.
Okay.
So therefore, we can't shoot. So we can do something else with them instead. If you go into that terrain, you lose your advantage of being in formation. So it's not worth going in.
It's not really worth doing anything.
You could move up an inch, and if he doesn't move next time, you'll get him because you'll be able to see him. Or you can just change formation and start coming through here. Or go through the wood very slowly, but you lose your formation. You don't have any advantages. So, number of things. Or you can shoot the front rank at an angle over there. But only the front rank can shoot. That's the new rule that we've introduced that seems to work quite well.
Works very well.
So how many men in the front rank can see that unit to shoot at them?
Probably 6.
6, I'd say.
Yeah.
6?
6.
So 6 could shoot over there, and you don't get no fire markers less than half the unit shooting?
Is that your choice? So basically you're going to fire not at 45 degrees, within 45 degrees, not within 45 degrees, and you don't get a fire marker, and they're going to fire at those guys there.
Yeah.
So you've got 6, needing...
No. You hit on 6s.
It's over 12.
That's your saving roll.
So-
killing roll will be changed.
Yeah, but they are still a target.
I'm not informed up though now, so...
No, so it's minus 2 for over 12 inches, so 6s, it's now hitting on 8s.
1,
2 hits.
2 hits.
And they, of course, only kill on 6s because it's over half range for that unit type. No.
Nada.
Well, it was maybe worth a try. But at least you don't have a fire marker.
They still have to do a mile test, don't they?
No, it's only for volley fire.
Fire.
Even if
Volley
you don't
fire
use
or
it.
suffering a casualty.
You've got to lose a casualty to force a morale test.
Is that it?
Other than volley fire. Sure, go, mate.
I've got 1 counter and I've got 2 cards, so I'm going to... Your line.
Okay. I'm going to move these so they're on the edge of the wood, ready to shoot next time. I should have done it
Gordon,
last time.
you could shoot again with them or move them even. You know what it is, six figures.
No,
You could shoot again.
Yeah.
You could do exactly the same again. Keep shooting, or you can move so that more men get in next time if you shoot.
Oh, we'll have another shot.
So you're going to do the front rank only shooting rule.
Yeah.
Okay, so
6 men.
6.
Hitting on 8s, I think it was, wasn't it?
It was 8, yeah.
1, 2,
4.
4. Whoa, good shooting. But they kill on 6s. Oh, nothing.
Nothing.
It's a killer, isn't it? That half range, more than half range is.
That range, you're just not hitting anything, are you?
My turn.
That's the problem. You've got to get a bit
I'm going to
closer.
spend 2 counters, and I need to do something dynamic, don't I? Don't laugh. I'm going to reload them.
Oh, that's really dynamic.
That's all I got. I could hide them.
Our turn.
Push the bows out, Graham.
Our infantry.
I'm in a corner.
Shoot the light infantry.
Yeah.
At these guys here, no doubt.
Yes.
I should have moved them. That's what I didn't. That should have been my dynamic move. So you're going to shoot against these poor fellas here.
Yeah. So what am I on with?
8.
You're hitting on 5s, but because of the range, it becomes 7s.
1, 2,
3.
And they're still killing on 6s. No, it's the range that's the problem,
range
isn't
that's
it?
the killer.
It's a killer, isn't it? You've really got, which is for this period's right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right,
They
my
would be
turn.
useless.
I have
We've
no
got 3 new
counters.
cards, mate. Oh, flip.
Your light infantry.
Oh, light infantry.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll reload.
We'll reload.
We didn't put a marker down, but
3.
put it down. Take
What
it.
have I got?
Now it's our turn, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you could shoot them again, but long range isn't doing the business. But if you come out, you're going to get shot a bit, so I wouldn't do that.
I think we just
Shoot him. Try once more. Or let him do that. No, we'll shoot. We'll shoot with two guys. Just shoot, and our skirmishers are going to shoot.
Same target.
Same target. Hitting on 7s, wasn't it? 7s. 2, 3. 3. Come on, Gordon. You want 6s, 6, 7s, 8s, and 9s. You've got a chance of getting something here. 1. But it does force him to do a test.
So I lost 1. Morale test. 2.
That's more like it.
Yeah, back to normal.
Back to normal, Graham, I'm afraid. 2.
Officer,
Officer 3.
4 of them. So
That's it, isn't it?
That's it, that's 3.
3.
Trained.
Recoil and shaken.
Suits me just fine.
Well, we're forcing him back. But we're not going to be able to do much unless you try and go through there, I suppose. I can't do anything over here. I've only got 3 men left.
Okay. My turn?
Yeah.
No, did I give that to you?
No, we spent.
Your, my morale. Ooh, my morale. So when you have a morale card, it affects units of 3 or less. I haven't got any of 3 or less, not quite.
You're just about okay, aren't you?
So, morale card.
No, that was your own.
That's my
You
own,
did.
yeah. So I don't
anything
get
for
a
that.
chip for that, no. Dean.
Well, you will get something for one of these. Line infantry. Your line infantry. We'll get.
Well, I have to do a. These are
you'll get a
shaken.
command token.
These are shaken.
Yeah. All right.
So I've got to do a morale test. I rolled a 0 again. Just
You get 1 for your officer,
1.
and that's all you're going to get, isn't it?
That's all I'm going to get. So
You've got to flee. It's a bugger, isn't it?
our cause is just.
over here, I'm going to move them because obviously Gordon's moved up. So they're going to come back this way.
Yeah, you're moving out of range now. Yeah. Okay.
Well,
Your turn.
game's over.
I think the game is over.
Yeah. Shall we call it?
I think we'll call it there. I lasted a bit longer than the first game, but yeah.
Well, it's a better game than the first one.
Okay, Gordon. So you come in into this with a. Can you just move the mic a little bit nearer to him? So Gordon, you've come into this game with just a little bit fresher. Thoughts on Muskets and Tomahawks? I mean, obviously you're a sharp practice aficionado.
Yeah, I think it's good. It would have been, without any disrespect to the scenario you had, it would have been nicer to have had a scenario that was more Muskets and Tomahawks.
Yeah.
To have had Americans or some other colonial scenario.
Yeah, I mean, there are scenarios for the Napoleonic era, to be fair.
And we normally do that, don't we?
So we play crash and bash scenario,
we didn't tonight
which is
because
this.
we were trying a few house rules.
Damn it, it worked. And we were looking at the house rules.
But yes, definitely officers need to die.
Yeah, we need to. So Alex is going to go away and scratch his head.
You can't swap officer casualties for.
Yeah. Well, in the first game, I lost 3 officers, all 3 officers.
You did.
Very quickly.
But you did roll particularly, unfortunately for you, particularly badly.
Yeah.
Whether that would happen, I think that's why you should never, if you have a house roll, you should never count it on just one game, because they can be just unfortunate dice rolling. I think had we played it in this game, that wouldn't have happened. You might have had a chance of killing my officers when you were whittling down my regiment over here, but it would have only been rolling on noughts and ones, because I don't think I lost anything more than that. So that's more realistic.
No, you lost 2s and 3s there.
Yeah, but means you had to roll below that to kill the officer.
Yeah,
who
yeah,
did
yeah.
the house roll.
Yeah.
So you might have got him, but it would have been harder to. I don't think we can count it, and we'll have to try it again. One game wasn't a good example of what can happen.
No, in that first game, I mean, it was ridiculous. I caused 4 casualties and then rolled a.
No, I then rolled a 0.
Yeah.
3 times.
Yeah.
0s and 1s. Which we will see in the replay.
You wouldn't do.
No. Anyway, there we go. Listen, thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you for hosting, Alex, and thank you, Gordon, for showing me how to roll dice badly.
Gordon, you can come again and be on my side anytime you like. Because your dice rolling was amazing.
Yeah.
Well, as I say, I'm just in the groove Napoleonic-wise at the moment.
Thanks again, gents.
Thank you for watching that. If you saw the part 1 of this game, you would have seen Alex and my chat over Zoom post this game and our thoughts on our house rules. I think honestly, if I'd have played a bit more tactically, used my Voltigaires and hid my guys behind the woods, I might have stood a chance, but against his big firing lines I just had no chance, certainly not in melee and not shooting either. Anyway, there we go. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like, share with like-minded, take care and see you all soon.